Yo, what's going on guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do a quick update on how to install mods for Need for Speed Unbound, since a lot has changed from when I posted that video how to install the mods. So the origin was discontinued, so we are forced to use EA app, although there is a quick workaround that issue as well, but I won't go into the details in this video. Then we finally received the update for Need for Speed Unbound, and the Frosty Mod Manager was updated multiple times, so a lot has changed. And if you're coming from my previous video on how to install the mods for Need for Speed Unbound, a lot of these things will be familiar to you, but if you're completely new to this, I will walk you through all the things you need to do to install the mods properly. And the first thing we want to do is install Frosty Mod Manager. And for that we will go to this ragi mod on Nexus mods page, which I will leave the link down in the description. And then we want to go to the files section, and under optional files we want to download the latest Frosty Mod Manager 1.7 for AP Games or EA desktop app, and click on manual download and slow download. After the zip file is downloaded, open it up. And then I will make a new folder just for this Frosty Mod Manager somewhere on my disk. I will name it Frosty. And then extract all of the Frosty Mod Manager content to the newly created folder. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is open up your games folder of Need for Speed Unbound. For that, if you are using EA Play, just go to your Need for Speed Unbound and click on Manage, View Properties and Browse. This will open up your games folder, and in this games folder you need to make sure that you don't have mod data. If you have mod data, delete it. Okay, so now we can open up the Frosty Mod Manager as administrator and we select the game. Now after the Frosty Mod Manager loads, we can see that we have no mods applied, so we can go and download some mods. So for this demonstration I choose to download the drift mod from Hideuse on a Slide Winners Discord channel, which I will leave the link down in the description if you want to check it out. So let's go and download it. After we downloaded the mod, we can open up the zip file. Now, as you probably already know if you watched my previous video, to install this drift mod we go to our Frosty Mod Manager folder and we go into the mods folder and Need for Speed Unbound folder, and we drag and drop, or exactly extract the .fb mod file from the drift mod to our Frosty Mod Manager folder. And now that's it, we can now open up our Frosty Mod Manager. Okay, now here we have our Need for Speed Unbound drift mod that we just added. And now I need to mention that this Frosty Mod Manager works a little bit different than the previous one, because this Frosty Mod Manager actually applies your mods permanently to your game. It patches the mods directly to your game, so you don't need to launch the game from the Frosty anymore. But before we do that, we first want to back up our data folder. So if we click backup data folder, we can see in our games folder that a data backup will be created. This is the backup of this data folder. So if for some reason anything goes wrong, we can just restore this data from our data backup folder. So now we just wait for backup to finish. Oh, and I should also mention that this backup will take around 30 gigabytes of your disk space, so if you don't have enough space on your disk, the backup will just fail. Now our backup is created, and here we can also see this restore data folder button if in any case we want to restore our data folder from our backup data folder. And now we can just go ahead and apply this drift mod. Once we apply this drift mod, we want to go ahead and patch the game. This means that our mods will get permanently installed into our game, or patched into a game if you want to say it like that. So just go ahead and click patch game. If this prompts up, you just click on OK. When your game has been patched, the mod manager will automatically minimize, and we actually don't need mod manager anymore, so we can close it up. And we can now just launch the game from our EA app or AP Game Store or any other launcher you have. Now to see if our mod was patched or applied correctly, we will go into our story mode to show you that drift mod actually works now. And here we are, we've loaded into our game, and now let's see if we apply the drift mod correctly. And yep, we can already see that the drift mod, pedestrians, that the drift mod is working and we apply the mods correctly. So yeah, I mean, that will be probably all you need to install the mods for Need for Speed Unbound. And just before I go, I will also show you how you can uninstall the mods if anything went wrong when installing them and your game doesn't want to launch anymore. So the first option is with this restore data functionality of the Frosty Mod Manager, but if you didn't have enough disk space to create a backup, you would want to do the following. Just go to your games folder and delete the mod data and whole data folder as well. And now go back to your EA app or any other launcher you have and go to manage and click on repair. Now this will create you a new data folder as if the game was freshly installed. And now with all that said, go ahead and install the mods for Need for Speed Unbound. And if this video was helpful to you, please drop a like button and subscribe if you're new so you won't miss on the future videos. And as always, have a great day and I will see you in the next one.